Hi there, it's Laurie at Positive Thanks Living. Welcome to my craft room. These 2 journals are done, but they're not finished. Let me explain. I have been working very hard on 2 journals. The digitals are from Crafty Cat USA, and I've been doing neutral collage masterboards, adding texture paste and beautiful things, and making these 2 journals. And I technically have met all the goals that I had set for myself. The pages are in, they're decorated. There's more than 10 pieces of ephemera in each of the journals. But I feel like I'm not quite finished. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever get to that point where, yes, technically it's done, but I'm not completely happy? All these digitals, as I mentioned, are from Amy at Crafty Cat USA, and it's a spring Easter kind of journals. We made that in the video just before this, the ephemera cards. And I was working on the details last night. This is just a little paper clip with some twine and a little bee, and I wasn't in love with it. That's why I made it into a paper clip. I thought, you know what, if I decide to put this up on Etsy and send it to someone, maybe they wouldn't like it, so I'll make it optional. I have chicks and bunnies that are from the digital peeking out at things. I want everything to fit properly into each spot, that you feel like you're going through a garden with walls. I have texture from embossing folders. I have texture from texture paste. So, spring garden, imagine flowers everywhere. You turn a corner and you see something interesting. You turn a page and there's hidden spots of flowers. You're walking through and you see butterflies. There's places to journal from. The pages are colored with distress ink. Some of them are tea-dyed with Easter egg coloring. Everything is filled, but it's not quite finished. And I'll explain more as we go through. The pockets, many of them are the masterboards that I made earlier videos with neutral pages, different text and music. I added some of this embossing folder texture to parts of tags. That was interesting, trying to get them to fit through the Big Shot. I have a tea bag thing there and little chicks perched on a piece of stone wall-ish, the texture paper that's like a stone wall. Bees and butterflies, and there's a paper clip made from an egg that I watercolored on watercolor paper. You know, just setting down the cookie color cutter into watercolor and then placing it on the page and then moving the paint around inside the egg. That's a postcard, a Monet print postcard. Little flips, mulberry paper. It has texture, so kind of like grass, and painted tracing paper, and making tags out of the different masterboards that I put texture paste and gelatos on and distressing, adding a little bit of green tracing paper that I painted so that it looks like grass. Oh, there's another flower. See, you turn a corner, you flip a page, and there's either a fussy cut from a digital. Sometimes there's a bunny looking out, just having an eye watching who's going by. There are journal cards. That was the beginning of my deep dive into collaging. I made those into journal cards with spring words. That's my 100-day project. And paper clips and, yeah. Oh, embossing ink. That's on there too. And little birds peeking out as though they're perched on a branch. Flips. And more of those Easter eggs that are watercolored, and then I put the watercolor paper through the embossing folders. Yeah, I mean, it's done. Technically, there are a lot of ephemera pieces in there. That's a belly band that's, what do you call it? Vellum paper that I printed on. And lots of tags with texture on that are collaged. That's why this is still part of the Collage Stories, these two journals. And a CD pocket at the back with a little bunny and some wall behind him or around him. The covers are made out of Tyvek envelopes, so there are pockets both in the front and the back. And I'm going to put in some other of the embossing pages that I put texture on, one in each. So that's the first journal. This is the second journal. There's no no texture paste on the front or back of this one. Digitals are still from Crafty Cat Amy. And I had put that on crooked, so I sewed a little bit of sari silk. So this one is sewed on the edges. That's still plain, and I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to leave it that way. Again, it's done. Technically, it's done. But I feel like it's not finished. That's a tag that's just with a paper clip and another journaling card. This one is very detailed. It's got a little bit of seam binding, some fabric, some PET tape, and tracing paper with that egg shape on the edges. I like it on the tracing paper because you can see the back of the music paper through the tracing paper. A little bunny. This is my favorite spot because it looks like he's hiding between a wall. A little bit of washi tape just in unique places. There's another twine aspect with some embroidery floss and a belly band that's cut out of the digital with a few journaling cards behind the belly band. Layers, yeah. That has some pearlescent drops on it to add some texture. And a flip, fussy cut flower flip. And a little butterfly hanging on the edge of a page with texture and a flower in a pocket. But I'm going to tell you a secret. One reason why I'm not feeling like this is finished. Most of these are the cards and the I like that pocket. That's my favorite pocket. It's in both of the journals. Most of these master boards with neutral collaging, that's what's on the back, not a place to write. And so I feel, because I want to make it available for writing in, I feel like it needs to have the ability to write on the back, the easy ability to write on the back, but not to make it too overt. So I have an idea, and see, there's a spot that's open. I want to add some real flowers. I have these pressed flowers, and they're the sticky label things. I want to add some of that, something real, into this journal, this spring flower journal. So there, it's not finished yet. Birds on a wire, washi tape sticker. I like that one. And this, when I looked at it this morning after doing it last night, I thought, that does not fit there. It's pretty. It's a vellum. But I'm not happy with it, with the colors there. So it's done. Technically it's done, but it's not finished. And a flip. And where there was, I couldn't add any more. I didn't want to add any more bulk. I used stencils and distress ink. So, to finish, here's the thing. To finish, I want to add more of that kind of paper on the back of each journaling card. I want to make a place to write, and I won't glue it all the way down, just at the top, that it can flip up or flip down. And if the person who purchases it wants to just cut off it, they could. I want to make a little place to write in a binder like that. There's lots of mulberry paper in. See this? I've been hoarding that, the pink and the yellow, until I found the perfect spot for it. It's details. Details. I like details, but subtle ones. There's some more cards, but see, there's nothing special on the back. Yes, the paper's special. So to finish, adding some real flowers, adding places where you can write if you choose to write. And just adding some texture, I think, on the outside of this second journal, because the back and the front don't have any texture. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this journal should have texture on the back of the front and the front? Leave me a comment. Give me your opinion. I'd really like to know. Anyhow, it's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. Thank you for watching. I hope you're well. I'm going to finish this for next week, and I'll show you just the special bits that I finish with. In the meantime, I wish you happy crafting. I wish you well. Enjoy the experience. You matter. Take care. Bye for now.